Today, we're diving into a powerful HR analytics management dashboard, a complete, all-in-one solution that gives you clear insights across your entire organization. With just a few clicks, you can filter data by accounting, finance, HR, legal, marketing, and operations, and instantly switch between different reporting levels, Slicer. This dashboard brings all HR key metrics, covers key metrics, such as overall headcount, active headcount, attrition percent, and transfers, along with visual insights like headcount growth, diversity percent breakdown, job levels percent, department-wise headcount percent, headcount reporting structure, employee type percent, stability percent rate. And you also get useful smart controls, a one-click refresh button to instantly update your dashboard, and a full-screen toggle to switch between normal and full-screen mode for a clean, focused view. If you click, you can see the Excel ribbon toolbar with editable options, and if you click again, it will expand to the dashboard view. Every part of this dashboard is fully editable, customizable, and built inside Excel. Now, let's begin building this dashboard step by step. Here we have our complete employee dataset. It includes employee status like attrition, onboarding, and transfers, along with ID, name, joining date, exit date, reporting manager, and employee type, whether contract or permanent. We also have demographic details such as gender, date of birth, marital status, grade, department, and total experience. Since the data is already in a table format, everything is structured and ready to build dynamic reports. Add the year column. Since our data is already in table format, everything updates automatically. Now, let's create a new column called year equals year, date of joining. Format this column as general. And highlight it so viewers can easily spot the formula. Next, add the stability category. Next, we'll calculate stability, how long the employee has worked with the company. Insert a new column called stability, and use this nested if formula equals if date if, between date of joining and today in years is greater than or equal to 5 plus years. Otherwise, we will copy and paste the formula and modify it for the remaining conditions. If the value is greater than or equal to 4, then assign 4 plus years. If it is greater than or equal to 3, then assign 3 plus years. If it is greater than or equal to 2, then assign 2 plus years. If it is greater than or equal to 1, then assign 1 plus year. Otherwise, assign less than 1 year. After closing all brackets and correcting the extra parenthesis in the today function, the formula works correctly. Now we have stability tags like 5 plus, 4 plus, 3 plus years, all updated dynamically. The result now shows 5 plus years for values greater than or equal to 5, 4 plus years for values equal to 4, and so on. In the stability column, you can now see entries such as less than 1 year. This is the formula we can add. I will highlight this cell to indicate that it contains a formula. Next, create the main pivot table. Select the data table, insert pivot table. Create a new sheet named Pivot. Reduce zoom to 80% and remove grid lines. Now drag fields, rows, year, columns, employee status, values, count of name, or any field. Turn off AutoFit in Pivot options. Next, convert pivot output to a dynamic table. Copy the pivot result, paste special values and formats. We'll use this table for formulas because some charts don't work directly with pivots for dynamic calculations. Apply dynamic formulas. For column for attritions, change year field, reference from this table to below table. Then wrap the equals if error, 0, and apply below rows. Use paste special formula. Follow each column, same steps, onboarding, transfers, total. Then convert everything into a clean structured table. Next, prepare KPIs. Now on the left side, create a KPI block. KPI metrics and values: overall headcount, active headcount, attritions, attrition percent, transfers. For overall headcount, active headcount, and attritions, bring values using simple equals formula. And attritions. Bring values using simple equals formula from dynamic table. Then attritions, percent use comma equals at attritions / at overall headcount. Format it as percentage. And bring values transfers from dynamic table. Next, gender-wise headcount. Duplicate the pivot table setup we already created. We'll copy it, paste it right here, make it smaller, and now we'll start customizing it. First, we'll remove the year and instead bring category into the rows. Then, we'll bring employee status into filters and select onboard only. Now we have the gender split. Female equals 45 and male equals 75. Next, we'll copy this table, paste it below, and rename it to gender and headcount. We'll bring the values using the same dynamic formula. Change field reference to this table. Then wrap the equals if error, 0, and apply below rows. Use paste special formula. And adding one more column, headcount percent. Then we'll divide each value by the total headcount, lock the total cell, and convert the results to percentage. After formatting and resizing, gender table is ready. Next, grade level-wise headcount. Now we'll copy the same pivot again, paste it, and replace category with grade. This gives us the headcount for contract, trainee, professional, management. We'll paste special, values only. Bring the dynamic formulas again, adjust the range, and calculate. headcount percent, divide each value by the total headcount, lock the total cell, and convert the results to percentage. Then we'll sort them in the correct order and apply formatting grade/level table is ready. Next, department-wise headcount. Again, we'll copy the previous table, paste it, and replace grade with department. We'll apply the same setup, then calculate headcount percent, lock the total cell, and format the table. Department-wise distribution is ready. Next, reporting manager-wise headcount. Next, we'll copy the table again and replace department with reporting manager in the pivot table rows. Then, paste special values. Rename managers. Apply dynamic formula change, reference fields, the rename headcount. Format it properly. Manager level headcount is ready. Next, employee type, contract versus permanent. Now copy the pivot again and bring employee type into the rows. Apply same steps. Here, apply dynamic formula. Change reference fields. Calculate headcount percent, lock total cell, convert to percentage, and format. Employee type table is ready. Next, stability calculation. Now bringing the stability to rows. We'll sort it based on category. Paste it as values, and then bring stability column. Head count. Using the same dynamic formula method, change reference fields. Head count %. Finally, divide by total. Lock the reference. Format as percentage. Resize and highlight stability table is ready. You might wonder why we converted all pivot outputs into dynamic tables. Because some Excel charts do not support pivot tables directly. By converting pivot results into normal tables using dynamic formulas, every chart updates instantly when slicers or filters change. This makes the dashboard completely dynamic. Now let's start creating the dashboard section. First, press Shift plus F11 to insert a new sheet. Rename this sheet as HR Dashboard. Remove the grid lines for a cleaner look. Set the zoom to around 80% so we get a better design view. Then, apply a theme color to the Sheet tab for easy identification. Next, creating the dashboard header. Insert a shape for the header area. We'll remove the shape outline and apply a color theme. Then adjust the shape size to height 1.98, width 3.44. Position this at the top section of the sheet and add a soft shadow effect for a premium look. Next, copy this shape and place another one beside it. Adjusting the size to height 1.98, width 29.77. This creates the full header background. Now insert a text box and type HR Analytics Team Dashboard. Change the font color to white. Make it bold. Increase the font size to 40. Remove the text box outline and fill, and center it properly on the header. Next, creating dashboard frames, main layout structure. Now let's create the visual framework for the dashboard. Start by copying one shape and placing it on the left side as our first KPI box. Adjust its size to height 14.6, width 3.4. Then copy and paste another box for the next section and change its fill color to white. For contrast, set this box size to height 2.18, width 5.79. Now create a row of KPI boxes. Copy and paste the shape 5 times, positioning each one in a row. Then select all the shapes, go to Align, and apply. Align top. Align horizontal. Distribute vertically. This gives a perfect alignment. Next, creating the lower dashboard sections. Next, copy the shape and paste it into the bottom section. Adjust the size to height 6.05, width 10.66. Then copy and paste again to create the second side-by-side panel. For this one, set 7.61. Next, copy and paste again for the third bottom section. Width, approximately 11.6. If the layout seems too wide, shift everything slightly to the left to properly use the available space. Now continue duplicating and resizing small containers to complete all sections across the sheet. Create both horizontal and vertical sections using standardized sizes so everything looks consistent. Finally, copy-paste to lay out the last set of small boxes and adjust height width as needed. Now let's start designing the dashboard elements one by one. First, bring in the all dashboard icons, refresh button, and the full screen button, placing them on the right side for easy access. Now the top panel looks clean and professional. Next, adding KPI S. Add key metric icons, cut the, and paste it here, this sections. Now start adding the KPI titles. Insert a text box. Type overall headcount. Make it bold, and set the font size to 18 then. Remove the shape fill and outline. Center the text and position it properly inside the KPI box. Now copy this text box and use it for all other KPIs. Active employees, attrition, attrition percent, transfers. Paste each text box into its respective frame and rename the title accordingly. Next, adding KPI values from pivot table. Next, we need to bring the values from the pivot table. Copy the same text format and paste it below the title. Then we'll link it to the pivot table using equals get pivot table cell reference. After pressing enter, increase the font size to 24, make it bold, and change the text color. For active employees, pivot table cell C18. Repeat the same step for all KPI values. Each one is linked to its own pivot table cell. For attrition, pivot table cell C19. For attrition percent, pivot table cell C20. Transfers, pivot table cell C21. Now all KPIs are dynamically connected. Next, creating the headcount graph. Now let's create the first graph. The headcount graph, go to the pivot table, select the data, and insert a stacked column chart under recommended charts. To change chart type, inside the combo chart, attrition, stacked column, onboard, stacked column, transfers, stacked column, total headcount growth, line chart. Set headcount growth to primary axis and the others on secondary if required. Click OK. Next, fixing the axis and year issue. To show the chart by year, right-click, select Data, edit the horizontal axis, choose the year column, remove the old category labels. Now the chart updates correctly by year next, cleaning up the chart. Right-click, add data labels. Cut the chart and paste it into the correct dashboard frame. Next, remove the chart title, remove grid lines, remove unnecessary legend items. Then adjust the chart position. Place it neatly inside the frame. Reduce the height a bit and fit it to the borders for a clean layout. Set the chart bar gap width to 65% to improve visibility. Next, applying colors and styling. Now start applying color themes. Select each series and apply the brand colors. Add shadow effect through Shape Effects, Shadow Next. Format data labels. Place labels above the bars. Then, change the label background shape. Apply a color fill. Change text to white, bold. Add a light shadow for better visibility. Remove the label outline. Finally, remove the chart area fill and outline so it blends perfectly into the dashboard frame. Finally, add the header, headcount growth. Next, diversity percentage, male, female pie chart. Next, let's create the diversity chart. Select the gender data from Table Insert, Pie Chart. And keep it only percent values. Cut and paste into dashboard. Remove. Title legend. Resize the chart and place it properly. Apply consistent color themes. Male, female. Add shadow effects to match the dashboard style. First chart, reduce the chart line size for look better. Add data labels. Percentage, category name, leader lines. Set the chart gap width to 65% to improve visibility. Add icons and text labels. For male, female. Now position the male and female icons on the right side. Bring the values. Equals pivot table male values. And equals pivot table female values. Format values. Size 16, color matching chart. Add the header, diversity percentage. Next, job level percentage. Now let's move to the next graph, which is a very interesting one. We're going to create the job level percentage chart. First, select the data and go to Insert, Recommended Charts. From the options, choose this chart type and click OK. Next, right-click. Go to Select Data, and remove the headcount field since we only need percentages. Now cut the chart and paste it into the dashboard area. Remove the grid lines, delete the unnecessary elements, and also remove the chart title. Next, we will add data labels, and then go to More Label Options. Now right-click and go to Format Plot Area. Then open Change Series Chart Type, 3D Options. Here, Excel gives us 3D shapes, and select the full pyramid option. The pyramid chart appears, and now resize it and position it properly. From there, check the series name option for each section so that the pyramid shows the correct categories. Drag the labels to the left side and adjust the chart slightly so everything is aligned. Next, go to Format, Shape Fill, No Fill, and Shape Outline, No Outline, so the chart blends smoothly with the dashboard design. Now apply the color combinations. For every section, for first section, green, and more. This gives a clean and modern look. Now let's add the job level names. Copy the header box and paste it. Management, Professional, Trainee, Contract. Place each label next to its corresponding pyramid layer. Now let's bring in the values. Copy the number box and paste it downward. Then link the values. Management equals 21. Professional equals 43. Trainee equals 41. Contract equals 13. Format each value with size 14, make them bold, and apply matching colors. Adjust the positions slightly to align them perfectly. Above the chart, job level percentage. And that completes the third graph, clean, modern, and beautifully designed. Next, department-wise headcount percentage, pie chart. Next, we're going to create the department-wise headcount percentage chart. First, go to the pivot table, select the data, then go to Insert, Recommended Charts. From the options, choose the pie chart and click OK. Now, right-click and go to Select Data. I don't need the count numbers, so we'll deselect the unnecessary fields and keep only the percentage values. Then cut the chart and paste it into the dashboard area. Resize the chart to a smaller, neat size and position it properly. Delete the unwanted elements and drag the chart slightly upward and right to match the dashboard layout. Next, go to Format, Shape Fill, No Fill, and Shape Outline, No Outline. Now add data labels, percentage, increase the font size, and place the labels neatly at the top portion of each slice. For colors, you can use any combination you prefer. I'm selecting each slice one by one and applying the color theme I want. Now add a header. Copy an existing header box, paste it above the chart, and rename it Department-Wise Headcount Percentage. That completes the department-wise headcount percentage chart. Next, we'll create the Headcount by Reporting Manager chart. Again, go to Insert, Recommended Charts, and select the suitable chart type. Click OK, then cut and paste the chart into the dashboard area. Now, sort the chart properly. Right-click Sort, More, Sort Options, choose Count, so the manager with the highest team size appears first. Delete the chart title and resize the chart to a compact layout. Then drag it down to the correct position in the dashboard. Next, remove the formatting. Shape Fill, No Fill. Shape Outline, No Outline. Then copy the header again, paste it above, and rename it Headcount Reporting. Finally, apply a green color theme to keep it aligned with the dashboard style. That completes the headcount by Reporting Manager chart. Next, Employee Type Percentage. Column chart. The next chart we're creating is the Employee Type-wise percentage. Select the data, go to Insert, Recommended Charts, All Charts. Choose the column chart and click OK. Next, right-click and choose Select Data. We don't need the actual counts, so remove the count field and keep only the percentage values. Then cut the chart and paste it into the dashboard area. Resize it to a smaller layout. Add data labels. Adjust the axis if needed, and drag the chart to the correct position. Now delete unnecessary elements. And convert the values into percentage format so it matches the dashboard. Go to Number Format, set it to 0%, and make sure the decimal places are 0. Set the chart bar gap width to 65% to improve visibility. So now, let's move to the next part, changing the format. First, now drag this formatting to the left so everything stays consistent. Now apply the standard dashboard color so everything matches the entire theme. After that, select the chart format. Go to Shape Fill, No Fill. This is mandatory for every chart, so your dashboard looks clean and professional. Let me move it slightly to the right and bring in the two icons. Cut them and paste them here, and position them on this side. Next, take one of the existing text boxes, copy it, and paste it twice. Keep one as permanent and the other one as contract. This will remain fixed for all visuals. Now, delete the unwanted text, bring the copied box, and place it properly. Copy this number format and paste it here. Next, we'll add the values. Now let's link the values. Select the first number and give the formula equals pivot open bracket, permanent employee close bracket, and for the contract employees, equals pivot open bracket, contract close bracket. Set the font size to 16 and apply the dashboard theme color. Let's change the font size to 18 so it stands out clearly. If needed, you can adjust it to 16 for perfect balance. This is where small improvisations make a big difference during dashboard creation. Finally, align everything slightly downward so it looks visually centered. Permanent employee on this side, contract employee on the other. And we are done. Next, we'll finish this part by copying and pasting the header. This one will be named Employee Type Percentage. Now let's build our final chart, which is the stability percentage. Select the data, go to Insert, Recommended Charts, and choose this chart here. Cut it, paste it in position, and drag it slightly upward to utilize the space properly. We'll delete the title, remove the grid lines, and adjust the size. Now set the bar gap width to 65% for a clean visual shape. Then add data labels. Next, apply the same dashboard theme color so everything stays consistent. Go to Shape Fill, No Fill, and Shape Outline, No Outline. Let me copy the existing label style, paste it here, and rename it to Stability Percentage. And with that, our complete dashboard layout is ready. It's designed cleanly, and every graph looks consistent. Now, for final polishing, add a subtle shadow. Go to Format, Shape Effects, Shadow. Apply the same effect to all the charts so the visuals pop slightly without being too heavy. You can also give a light shape effect to this chart as well. Yes, this looks better. So now our dashboard visuals. Stability, Employee Type, Headcount Reporting, Department-wise Headcount Percentage, Headcount Growth, Diversity Percent, and Job Level Percentage are all complete. Next, let's add the slicer options. Go to any pivot table, click Insert, Slicer, and add 2 slicers. Reporting Manager, Department. Cut both slicers and place them on the left side. This gives the user a better and faster filter selection experience. Next, apply the slicer formatting style you already customized. After that, the most important step, Report Connections. Select each slicer, Report Connections, check all pivot tables. This ensures that every filter you apply updates the entire dashboard instantly. Now the dashboard is fully dynamic. You can filter department-wise, manager-wise, and the entire dashboard updates perfectly. Next, assigning macros. Now we'll assign macros for the buttons. Right-click the Refresh button, Assign Macro, Refresh. And for the Mode Switch button, Assign Macro, Switch to. Let me move these slightly upward. And now let's test them. Final test. Set the zoom to 100% so it fits the full dashboard. If I click this button, it switches to full screen mode. If I click it again, it comes back to edit mode. Now, if I click the refresh button, the entire report updates instantly. For example, if you add a new employee record in your headcount data, one-click refresh updates the entire dashboard automatically. No manual updating. Everything is dynamic. And yes, everything is working perfectly. So that's it. This is how you create a fully dynamic, professional Excel dashboard with automatic updates, full screen mode, one-click refresh, slicers, pivot integration, clean KPIs and visuals. The entire dashboard is now ready. If you want to learn how to create the refresh and full screen mode buttons, we've already made a separate video. You can find the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials.